Your strategy should determine your tactics and not the other way around. Let's dive in with some of the most brilliant minds in the game when it comes to business and marketing. Let's go.
Mistake people make is if you find yourself saying, I just need to get the word out. I've done all the hard part, now I just need to get the word out. You haven't done the hard part. And what you've done is waited for a miracle.
Now stay with me, guys. I know I'm stepping in for Mr. Ryan Hills this week, and you don't get to see me, well, too often, but I have something you're not going to want to miss that we often talk about when we're speaking out on the road at industry events. We've said it once, we'll say it again, hope marketing, which is doing something and hoping it works, doesn't work. In fact, it's not a winning strategy at all. This entire interview is pure gold, and I don't need to frame it up either. All you need to do while watching is think like this. How does this apply to my business? Ready? All right, let's roll. Seth Godin, Tim Ferriss, take it away, guys.
There are 4 things we're looking for. We're looking for systems, we're looking for time, we're looking for games, and finally, empathy.
Okay, I got it. So in business, we need to master a strategy, right? That's made up of a system, time, games, and empathy. Okay. Once you're aware of these 4, then the strategy is much easier to take care of itself. And here's how understanding your customer system can help you build your business.
What does that person want? It's not their money. So lowering your price to get new customers is not going to help you get new customers. That in fact, what that person wants is a story to tell their boss. A story of why did I pick these people? And even better, a story of if it fails, why they are not going to be in trouble. And so when we show up at an organization to tell our story to that system, we have to do it understanding how do they buy everything else? What do they measure? What would happen to us if we were bigger than the other people bidding or smaller than the other people bidding? And there are all these factors that go into all of them, subtle signals that people are sending to each other. And if you're going to make a living taking money from people to solve their problems, it has to be to help them dance with the system that they're part of.
Oh my gosh, come on, this is so good. This is so good. This guy could do a live event on just that alone, and the event would be packed out. I'd be there, you'd be there, we both know that. Okay, freaking love this interview. The system isn't the listing presentation or the loan scenario conversation, right? It's the status symbol of the home and what that represents to your customer's story in their sphere of influence and in their family. Man, this is so incredibly powerful to be aware of. And let's not forget this mind-blowing idea either. Seth, what is time in relationship to strategy?
Time, we're all very familiar with it and no one can define it. And we know what now is. And the now of a week ago isn't now anymore. It's back then. And it feels different. There's something that's going to happen between now and then. And each one of the steps as we look through time is not today. So when we want to have a forest, we don't get a forest. We start planting trees. So what exactly are the purpose of these steps? And what does it mean to fail? Does it mean that you failed right this moment in service of getting where you want to go later? Or does it mean you failed forever? What does it mean to quit? Does quitting now mean you failed forever, or does it just open the door to succeeding later? And so we have this opportunity to see time the way our competition doesn't.
So dang good. We have an opportunity to see time different than our competition does. If we're planting a forest today, and that forest will be there 20 years from today, then we're winning. That perspective shift is so powerful, insanely accurate, and really, really applicable in today's market. And I love the part, if you failed in this moment, doesn't mean that you did it now in service of where you want to go later, or did you just fail now? How many of us don't want to look stupid now, so we don't try something new? But deep down, let's be honest, we know that trying something new now is what it will take us to get where we want to go later.
Any situation where there are multiple people and variable outputs with scarcity, there's a game. So it is a game to decide when 2 lanes merge, which car is going to go first. And it is a game to decide when you're working for Jack Welch and the bottom 10% of people lose their job, which people are going to lose their job. We should not deny that games exist. We should learn how games work. And when we make a move in a game that doesn't seem to work, we should not say we are a bad person. We should say, I made a move that did not work. Those are totally different things. And so the only way you've been able to achieve all the things you've achieved is you make more moves than most people. And you measure them, and you don't do the ones that don't work again.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is impossible to innovate if it has to work.
Yeah.
Innovation must always be accompanied by the phrase, this might not work. And so if you and your team aren't saying this might not work in service of innovation, you're not innovating.
Okay, so we're gonna leave you with this military quote that was shared in the interview. Your strategy should determine your tactics and not the other way around. Your tactics can, and let's face it, should change over time, but your strategy ideally should not. All right, so today we don't have time to show you how empathy is interwoven into your strategy today, but we're gonna include the link down below for you to learn more about that aspect straight from Seth himself. Hey team, let's share this with other industry leaders. Let's share it with your office. Let's share it with your team. And we're gonna see you guys next week, but we're gonna leave you with a little cliffhanger to make sure you watch this entire interview because it's that damn good.
And the question that I would ask entrepreneurs who think they're innovating and leading is, are you okay making good decisions that don't lead to good outcomes?